Why are you eating those raisins, you bitch ass motherfucker? You should be eating grapes. Guys, grapes and raisins are totally different, right? Reapers, what's is good? It's your boy Laser, using the voice back with another scary reaction video. He's on the scary content, so continue to look out for you guys. Reacting to top 5 scary illegal horror games. Guys, there's so many crazy ass games out there that I don't even know why exist. But we're not showing. If you enjoy scary content, these more scary reviews like features, space like button. Please subscribe to the notification bell. I can stream every night on Twitch. She's fucking amazing. Let's talk straight in this video.
There's a certain thrill to participating in something taboo. Knowing you're doing something that polite society might frown upon can provide quite the rush given the right situation. Watching R-rated movies before you're the appropriate age. Staying out to the wee hours of the morning, you know the drill. But what can you do when the cheap thrills of readily available rebellion dry up? You gotta go looking for the banned stuff. The stuff review boards and public safety committees don't want you to see or do. Hello horror heads and welcome back to the scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos. I'm your
Not the scariest channel on YouTube. By the way, you know what's more scary than the videos I react to? My music. Dude, my music's literally like, you guys should listen to 𝐳𝐶boy on all platforms. Totally not advertising my music. My music finna be played at every nightclub everywhere in the future. I'm predicting, I'm manifesting it if I blow up.
Horror host Keegan Hughes, and today we are counting down the top 5 scary illegal horror games. Illegal is an interesting term when applied to these interactive experiences, as some have broken laws in their countries of origin.
By the way, when I think of illegal, I think of like illegal horror games. The first game that comes to my mind is that Sad Saiyan thing. I swear I've seen that shit more than my fucking mother, bro.
And others have simply been banned for explicit content. Either way, these games deal with content that a lot of folks deem unfit for consumption. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more perilous playtime. Outrageous, let's begin. Kicking us off at number 5, we have Devotion. When this game was first released, a lot of folks were claiming it was the next big thing in horror. Some compared it to the unfortunately cancelled PT, saying that the atmosphere and exploration elements put it among the scariest out there. Developed by Red Candle Games out of Taiwan, Devotion is a scary, thoughtful game about exploring the home of a family under the power of a religious cult. You play the role of a screenwriter who has fallen on hard times. As his family finds it harder and harder to make ends meet, he turns to the teachings of a cult leader who says he can cure his sick daughter. This leads to a deep
Can you cure my horniness? For real, I have a horny issue, bro. I have horny problems.
Obsession with the cult, prompting the father to perform many sickening deeds as the family spirals into darkness. It's an unsettling story made scarier by the atmospheric gameplay. However, none of the actual scary stuff is the reason behind the ban. Devotion was pulled from Steam after players found a political joke mocking Xi Jinping. Infamously known as the Art Asset Incident, this little joke caused immeasurable harm to the developer. There was a hidden poster in the apartment that reads, Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh moron. If you're aware of Xi Jinping.
Winnie the Pooh? Winnie Pooh on me.
Jinping's absolute power in China, you'll understand why.
By the way, when I think of Winnie the Pooh, why did he like honey so much? That motherfucker had like a whole ass fetish with honey. Literally.
This was such a big deal, as Red Candle was based in Taiwan, where they were nominally outside of the reach of China's regulatory bodies. Not much could happen to them. But Devotion's Chinese publisher, IndieVent, was not. After a review bombing campaign by Chinese gamers who found the poster, the publisher had their business license revoked for engaging in illegal activities that endanger national security, social, and public interest. So while the game itself is scary, it's not quite as frightening as speaking ill of the paramount leader. Coming in at number 4.
Dude, China bans like, I swear China, like, I feel like every game that's gonna be banned in this video is gonna be like in China only. Like China bans every game, so it's like I feel like it's just not. It doesn't really count, you know? China just bans everything, bro, I swear.
4. Phantasmagoria. This point-and-click adventure game.
I think they have like a Chinese version of it, and like you can only play like for a certain limit. I don't know how that works.
It was revolutionary when it first came out. 7 discs, filmed in a multi-million-dollar blue screen studio with a Hollywood director. It was pretty nuts, at least technically. Full motion video, live action actors, the whole 9 yards. We follow Adrian, who moves into a mansion with her ponytailed husband and is haunted by the spirits within. As it turns out, the house was once inhabited by Carno, a serial wife murdering lunatic. This, of course, leads to a whole bunch of flashbacks in which we discover details about all of the domestic violence. The kills range from being stabbed in the mouth with a trowel and filled with dirt to a full-on head-twisting torture machine. Most of the gameplay wasn't any more offensive than a gory B-movie, but of course because it was a video game there had to be hell to pay. Granted, it was on the gory side for a lot of games when it was released. Some folks even called it one of the bloodiest games ever at that point. But the major controversy really boiled down to a scene in which some
Dude, those kind of games are the best.
Consensual activities took place. For this, major retailer _CompUSA refused to stock it, religious organizations and politicians decried it, and Phantasmagoria was even refused classification in Australia. I suppose there aren't many surprises there, to be honest. While it pushed the envelope
To be honest.
at the time, I wouldn't say it deserved all the bad press it got. Gory, creepy, and pretty corny too, Phantasmagoria is definitely a relic of its time. But hey, people have got to get mad at something, right? Coming in at number 3.
Bro, people be getting mad over anything nowadays. Like, for example, oh, look. Why are you eating those raisins, you bitch-ass motherfucker? You should be eating grapes. Guys, grapes and raisins are totally different, right? Grapes are just, well, aren't raisins literally just fucking, what are they? They're just grapes that haven't ripened yet, right?
Manhunt 2. The follow-up to Rockstar's controversial Manhunt, this is a game that was doomed to be sewered by uptight and puritanical people the world over. While it is full of brutal violence, most of the public outcry stems from an incident relating to the first game in the duo. In 2004, there was a murder case in which Manhunt was presented as evidence. A 14-year-old boy was beaten to death and the game was blamed. The argument did not hold up in court, but folks who were involved with or following the case seemed to believe that there was a direct correlation with Manhunt and the violent actions of a disturbed teenager. Back to Manhunt 2 though. Right out the gate, this murder simulator received banned and ratings refusals across the board. Germany, Ireland...
Dude, he's about to axe at that fucker. Oh shit. I'll knife him.
Italy, Malaysia, New Zealand, Australia, South Korea, the UK, all sorts. Even in the land of the free, America, Manhunt 2 claimed an adults-only rating from the ESRB. Well deserved too, I suppose, as the game does feature excessive gore and high-impact violence. One of the game's key features involves using stealth to perform over-the-top executions on the poor suckers that might get in your way. For this,
this game looks fun as shit.
The British Board of Film Classifications rejected it outright. The board cited an unrelenting focus on brutal slaying, casual sadism, unremitting bleakness, and a constant encouragement of visceral killing. Sounds like a good time all around, but hey, Britain's also got football hooligans to worry about. I can't blame them for trying to keep the violence at a minimum. The ban meant that Manhunt 2 couldn't be legally supplied anywhere in the UK. Truly an illegal horror game. But don't come at me with that Manhunt isn't horror nonsense, alright?
I'm pretty sure it's a comedy game, bro. Looks like a comedy game. What, like, so murdering fucking, you know, people in a video game, that seems like comedy, right? Right?
It's literally an interactive slasher. Daniel Lamb and Leo Casper.
Dude, that shirt is so fucking good. I want a shirt like that in the future.
Baby. Coming in at number 2, we've got Active Shooter. This game wasn't even able to make it to digital store shelves, and it's no surprise either. In a world where it seems like there's a new mass shooting every couple weeks, creating a video game where you play as the lone gunman probably wasn't the
No Russian, bro, what the fuck is wrong with people?
brightest PR decision. Granted, you can choose between playing as a SWAT team member responding to the shooting as well, but you can probably foresee some issues with the concept itself. Once made public, the game was intensely critiqued, especially by those who had been affected by the Parkland shootings.
Well, this game is straight up like just doing like shootings. Like, what the fuck?
Something like this is insensitive to the students and families and really seems like a game only meant to shock and horrify. The game itself is nothing special, published by a man who has a long history of misbehavior on the Steam platform.
Ah, I wonder why. I wonder why.
It appears that the person behind Revived Games is well known for being a troll with a history of customer abuse, publishing copyrighted material, and user...
I mean, we're gonna be complete for real, bro. Like, as a video game, like, look. I know a lot of people are about to get mad when I'm saying, as a video game, this looks fun as shit. It's a video game, but I'm saying, but to all the psychos out there, oh, I'm doing this in real life. Like, no, for real though, like on some real shit, like, I mean, dude, I literally played I played a game similar to this. Basically, it was that Christmas Massacre game. It was basically like the same thing as like this shooting game, but it was with a knife, literally. Like I was just fucking throwing knives at motherfuckers, bro. It was weird.
View manipulation. In all likelihood, this person was just trying to get this kind of outraged reaction from the public. Their plan worked, but also the game is now permanently off of Steam. And finally at number 1, Assault Day. Yeah, the title isn't really Assault Day. It's a little less politically correct. Investigate at your own risk. This is another instance of a developer making something for the sole purpose of being controversial. Published by indie developer Jake Roberts, it was later revealed that this was apparently an alias for US Air Force official Mikhail Randolph Upjohn. It's a visual novel taking place during a zombie apocalypse. The player controls a menacing
Any game that has like the static background, bro, oh, that's how you know it's gonna be good.
serial killer rapist as they make their way through the rapidly deteriorating world. However, survival and teamwork aren't really on the main character's mind. No. In Assault Day, the assault and abuse of women is encouraged to progress the plot. Dialogue and action options are presented, most of which involve the exploitation of female NPCs. Upon hearing about the gameplay elements, people scrambled to have it removed from any and all platforms ahead of its time. Well, it was indeed pulled from digital marketplaces that didn't prevent the game from being downloaded. According to Upjohn, it was too late to ban the game as copies had already been distributed. And of course, nothing ever really disappears from the internet. In the meantime, many organizations are doing their best to prevent further spread of the game. In South Africa, there are online monitors being tasked with constantly checking
Wait, South Africa has electricity?
platforms that could potentially distribute the game in the future. So there you have it, 5 scary.
Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, which one of those illegal horror games was the most shocking to you? If you're scared content, what scary features to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.